morning to
Buenos
you.
dias.
This is the Paradise Village logo because we're still at Paradise Village.
Well, we are again at
Yeah.
Paradise Village.
It really is a fantastic experience. So once again, thank you, Tony and Elena. Last night we did the Western night here at Paradise Village. And what did you think of Western?
It was good, but I cannot figure out your stupid tablet.
I'm sorry. So Western night involves a buffet and entertainment. The entertainment was spectacular. I mean, it was just background noise for us, but these guys were good.
Makes it sound so nice.
Excellent dancers, excellent musicians. She's
sorry. I'm itchy, and I don't think we're on anywhere.
Really? Well, there you go.
Oh, no, here's yours. Okay.
So there you go.
Good morning, Pastor Freddie.
Good morning. So yeah, we've had the kids here and enjoyed that time with the children. Yesterday, we had invited some friends of ours. They live at Playa Royale, which is just right next door. And I thought I'd assumed that they had a membership here. And when you buy full time, you can't actually come here. So these guys were kind of like held up at the gate, and I had to go, hey, they're with us. He's like, well, room number, please. So I told him the room number. He let him in. I just thought it was funny that they own a penthouse. And
can you? Whatever is on my back, it is so itchy. The other side, yeah, this side. A little bit down. Sorry, I'm just.
This is just like.
Okay, you're not even close. You are not. No, up.
Oh, here
and down a little bit.
You got to help me out here and tell me I'm not psychic.
You're psycho.
So yeah, this is my first coffee of the morning.
Whatever, that's because you slept in. Good morning, Jolene.
Kind of true. But I had, last night when we went out, I had some rum and cokes with lime. So it's a Cuba Libre, which is, we believe in a free Cuba. We believe in a free Canada. What the hell's going on there? But yeah, so I think the cokes actually kept me up because Christie's long sleeping, like she was out. And I tried and I tried. And then it was cute though, because Christie at one point she's laying on her back and she's making a little bit of noise. So I kind of like, I need you to lay on your side. She's like, sorry. She apologized in her sleep. She doesn't apologize real world. She apologizes in her sleep. So I like it when Christie's asleep better because she's nicer when she's sleeping. I like
it when I'm asleep better too.
Okay. So what have you figured out here?
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where second anniversary follower, Eva. Yay. I would love to know what all these mean.
Good morning, Eva. So I'm going to go through here and just see. Morning, Jim from Victoria. Morning, Pat. Morning, Leslie. Good morning, Jim. Eva. So yeah, I see you. That's nice. So what can we tell?
Good morning, Cheryl and Gary.
So what can we tell these folks?
Freedom. So did I until we got Trudeau back.
Yeah, I am so sorry. Like last night, we had a lot of good conversations about politics, and I gotta tell you,
good conversations are very, very.
Well, I've had the last 2 nights.
I can't do your tablet. What's wrong with this stupid thing?
Just let it go.
But how do we find the comments then if I can't get onto it?
I'm gonna help you real quick here, honey. My passwords are all the same.
I can't even figure out how to get to anything on there.
Okay, hang on here.
You have to do it up and down, otherwise you don't get the chats.
Oh, really? Okay. She knows this. Why is she bugging me? It says swipe left to reveal comments. There they are. So yeah, you swipe left when you want to date somebody or get the comments on your Facebook.
So that's Mexico life.
Did you say good morning to Randy?
Yeah.
Morning, Randy. Hello.
I can't find where. So Gary and Cheryl, good morning. Yeah, sorry. This is just, it's so much harder when we're not at our house to do this stuff.
So I think just hang on. I'm going to show you guys the place that we're staying.
Oh, he's going to open the window.
Well, no, I'm going to take you outside for a second. I'm just going to take you out and show you. So you stay here.
Oh, I will.
I will come back.
Oh, don't hurry.
So this is the front entrance to the resort right here. You can kind of see the water through the trees over there. that is their sales area. Christy and I worked there for a while back in the early 2000s. And then, of course, we have the marina right here. So this building has 3 wings. It starts out at a central hub, and then you've got 3 wings that stick out. And we are in the one that's over by the marina. So around that corner is ocean, open ocean. But yeah, the terrace is quite large. And it's good for the girls. It's only when they start moving the chairs around that I get nervous, because they can't exactly climb over the edge here. Although Amberlynn, I think if she could, she would.
She tried.
She would absolutely try, because that's kind of the way she is.
Yeah. So, Jolene is wondering where your 360 is.
Oh, Jolene.
And Jim, good morning. So I think now we
360.
have all the chats ready. I think I've got this figured out.
My 360 is in the bedroom. Not because of anything fun. It's just because it's in the closet there. And it's got the monopod.
John needs to come out of the closet with his 360, I guess. Boy, the shadows make me look like I've got a black eye, which I don't.
Yeah, you do. Next time.
You're hilarious. We could turn this light on maybe so we had
Let's
light.
turn the light on. There we go.
Switch.
And last time I did turn the light on, kind of gave us that sunny, shiny glow.
Still, maybe those are just dark bags under my eyes then.
I think it is. So last night we stayed out pretty late. The restaurant, I think, closed down around us, which that was nice. We closed a restaurant. So I have to tell them. So the Western buffet, they have lots of salad when you first get in there. They try and trick you. Like they're like, oh, look, salad. And you leave all the expensive meat and stuff off to the side. So they had salads, they had beans, because it's Western, right? They had cold beans and hot beans. They had ribs,
chicken,
beef,
chorizo,
chorizo.
desserts.
And at the end, so this was, I thought, interesting. You need to know this. If you're going to come here, you're going to have the Western buffet. It's in the Tulum restaurant. But when you get to the end of where the desserts are, if you go a little bit further, there's even more stuff.
Yeah, it was. Oh, that pasta was delicious. Did you try it?
I didn't know it existed until after I had dessert.
Macaroni and cheese.
It was very strange.
See, that's the problem with a buffet. John does not know how to buffet properly. You have to go everywhere first before you fill your plate up.
I stopped at the meat first. So that's kind of where I wanted to go.
So Jolene says it looks like a unit that they had. Yeah, this is a 2-bedroom unit.
Everything
John didn't
Paradise.
show you inside at all.
Everything Paradise Village does looks the same.
So it's a 2-bedroom unit. We have a kitchen, and you know it's perfect for a few days here. And you know we've been back and forth. Last night we slept here. The night before last we slept at home. Then we stayed the night before with the girls, and we're going to be sleeping here maybe tonight and for sure Friday with the kids again. So that's just, you know, what we're doing, and it's been fun, and we've enjoyed our little getaway. We can still get back to work if we have to, and so it's perfect.
A couple things too. Yesterday we picked up some friends at the airport, and 3 hours was how long it took to get them to go into town, come back. It was over 3 hours.
Yeah, the roads were packed, and right now they're
Accidents.
doing a bunch of road work in Bucerias. They're actually truly paving the laterals. So,
but the accidents were a pain in the ass.
Well, the accidents are because people were impatient and doing stupid things and getting in accidents.
Yeah, I think we saw 3 or 4 accidents. We've never seen this many accidents on that highway.
I think it was 4, yeah.
Because we saw a little car get hit by a semi-trailer because it decided it could sneak in front of them. It was right behind us.
Yeah.
It was so stupid. People are idiots on this road.
So Eve is asking if we were on holidays, and so what I was just saying is, so friends of ours could not make their trip, and they had already booked this hotel with their timeshare points. So they gave it to us.
They were very sweet.
And so we've been thank you, Tony and Elena. We've been back and forth with staying at home because we have work and our dog, and And so we've been back and forth, enjoying the beach and the pool and the hotel. And
I don't know if prices have come down over the years or what, but it seems to be very affordable here.
well, yeah, like the buffet yesterday, all inclusive, like meat or
And
food and
alcohol.
drinks,
Alcohol.
was only 450 pesos or something. Like
$22. And that included dinner and drinks as much as you want. And there's a big sheet of different types of alcohol you could have.
Yeah.
It didn't cost us a penny.
No.
Outside of how much we paid for it.
So I don't know what the special dinner is tonight, if there is one, but we'll see if that's something that we decide to do.
I think so. I think if we're here, I think it's a good idea. It's very inexpensive and it's a nice time.
And unfortunately, Jeff is still not feeling good.
Man. So happy anniversary to Julie and Kent. Because it is their 25th anniversary today. And guys, in the old days, everybody managed 25. Now 25 is like this magic milestone. So yeah, and we made it almost to 33.
We made it to almost 33, or we almost made it to 33? Use your English. Seriously. I mean, honestly.
I am. I am. No, it was funny because apparently yesterday, my Christie's line, which was my line, about the whole, I'd have murdered somebody and been out by now. They like that. I mean, who wouldn't? Because it's true, especially in Canada. You murder people, you're out in a couple of years.
Sorry, but Shirley got a purchase request for 503. Do you want to see it before you send it to Colleen?
She could send it to Colleen. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Sorry,
so Colleen, if you get this, it's a super low offer. It's not going to be accepted anyways. What dummy does that in a seller's market? What dummy comes in with low? It's just weird.
Well, the agent warned us that it would be a low offer.
Well, why is the agent dragging them around? Because if the agent knows that they're going to be looking for this deal, a deal that doesn't exist right now.
Yeah. Partial holidays. They're probably basing it on the fact that it's been for sale for a while, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. They're not the brightest bulbs in the tree.
No.
Especially when they see what other people are selling their stuff for.
Yeah. Yep. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there.
Look at that.
So
even says partial holidays? I guess. We're always on kind of partial holidays. If we can get a day, we will take it.
That's kind of our life, a partial holiday. We work hard and we play hard.
Play hard?
Well, we like to go to the pool.
There you go. We play hard at the pool.
Yeah.
Those kids don't stand a chance against us. Because they're just kids.
They're just kids. What are you doing?
Let me turn that a little bit so it kind of turns. Because it should be higher up. That's how you hide your double and triple chins.
Oh, it's cool.
Well, so last night, the air conditioning was off in our bedroom. Did not know it was a problem until Christie's at 8 o'clock or whatever. She's like, I was so hot. It was like 6 o'clock and I got up and I didn't know what was going on.
And I didn't want to turn on the light and wake him up. I'm not going to be so nice tomorrow because he's making fun of me.
Yeah. But you did figure out how to turn on the AC. So apparently the housekeeper must have turned it off.
I wonder if they do that in the bedrooms when people aren't in there.
I don't know. So I turned down the AC in the main unit because I was getting warm last night before I went to bed. And I put it down to 24.
And that's why it's so cold in here now.
Yeah, 24 is very cold.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in Canada, it's not. It's kind of warm.
Goosebumps.
But in Mexico, 24 is definitely colder. So what can we tell them about real estate? Well, I got a phone call yesterday from a guy who is very interesting. He's calling on behalf of his son, which I thought was very strange because I would never call for business on behalf of my child. But he's saying, yeah, he is bringing in mortgage money into Mexico. So, I mean, I'm always interested in that. And last night, the guys we had dinner with, we also discussed this. But then when they found out, you can get 5%, 7% in your savings accounts in Mexico, a little aggressive on the savings account.
Good morning, Kira.
But yeah, they're kind of like, well, why would we go through the work? And I said, that's the magic, though, is that if they default three times, 3 months, the property is automatically yours. because you can structure mortgages a certain way. Now, understand, in 18 years, we've only dealt with 3 mortgages, and one of them was my parents.
Yeah, okay, so here's another. Yeah, lighting makes you both look like you have raccoons.
We
Yeah,
do.
well, right now the lighting is above us, so it's I think it's almost worse. Oh well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. If actually we had faced it this way, it would have
Then
been
the
better
light from the
because
window would have
outside.
been shining on us.
It's right now. It's just kind of giving me this glow, this angelic.
No, there's nothing angelic about your glow.
I'm angelic. What can I say?
So yeah, no, we are.
Well, we had an offer accepted this morning. So
Yeah,
it's good. It's been very busy, and it's going to be a very, very, very crazy busy season. Anybody who's calling me right now, they're like, "Yeah, can you help us find a place to rent?" Good luck with that, man.
Yeah, rentals are tough.
Yeah,
rentals are very tough.
And we have some people that'll call us and they're like, "Yeah, we're thinking of buying, but first we want to rent. Help us find a place to rent, and maybe we'll buy." It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't fall for that anymore. I actually stopped falling for that 18 years ago. I think pretty much.
I don't even know if it was that long.
No, well, no. Remember the couple? We were living in this house, renting it, and the lady says, "Oh, these Canadians want to come. They want to rent my place, and then they want to buy it." And I said, "You know what? Maybe she didn't charge them a penny." We said, "You need to charge them double what you normally charge, because if they say they're coming to buy, then just take it off the sale price. Charge them double." And she's like, "Oh, no, can't do that." Well, they just came. They took her. They took her for like a 3 or 4 month rental.
I think it was longer, and so she lost our rental and money, and so. Oh, I just had something else on the tip of my tongue.
Is it about the rentals? About buyers and rentals?
Oh, I don't know, John. I just don't.
Now, that said, all the time, strange things happen. I remember one time, Christie we were at Muna for an open house many years ago, and Christie had met a person. Maybe it was Lanigan's house. I don't remember.
No.
It was either Muna or Lanigan's. And these people come, they're like, "We're not going to buy anything. We're not. So don't even try." And Christie's like, "I have a place to show you." And they bought the place. I mean, it's very rare that happens, but it does happen.
Yeah.
We've only had one person ever call us and go to a property. Like, they're like, "We're on our way to the airport, but we want to stop by and see this property." And we showed it. Normally I don't. And this was a Sunday also. And these guys bought. And I mean, in 18 years, it's happened one time.
Yeah, it's rare, because most people that are coming down to look at property started at the beginning of their vacation, so they can see what they need and if they need to put in an offer. Or we have other clients who, "We're not buying anything on this trip, but we just want to see what our money can get us, and then we'll make a decision," and they bought.
Yeah, it's been very interesting, just all the different experiences we've had over the years. Now, same as the one guy, he said to us, his renters, he sent out this email. He didn't tell us he'd sent out this email, but a renter ended up buying, which was very strange, because we've never, ever.
Yeah, that doesn't happen either.
Ever. Yet this renter bought. The renter got a good deal.
The renter got a kicking deal.
A screaming deal. So we're still managing that transaction, but it's a very good deal for that renter. So if you were renting, let us know and we can talk to that owner.
Daniela, hello, my girl. How are you? And Jen, good morning.
Hello. We've been talking about Danielle.
Yeah, we were just thinking about you, Daniela.
How are you doing? Let us know. Just PM us and tell us how you are. It's great to hear from you.
Or you can tell us and tell everybody.
Oh yeah, there you go. You can just tell us right now. Christie will read everything, so just be careful what you say.
Well, everybody, she's great. So there you go. She's great.
Excellent. So yeah, she's in Texas now. I love Texas. I really love Texas. We had an agent from Dallas who I have to do some stuff for. Her budget's not huge, but if she gets a line of credit, budget. Oh, it's for her. It's her purchase.
Oh, I thought it was for a client.
Her purchase. So she wants to Airbnb something in a rental, and her budget right now is 150,000 to 180,000, which is not going to get you a lot, but it could get you a Terrell to 3 if you're lucky. And a Terrell to 3 is a
Not for 150.
Oh, maybe the 180, maybe, but it's a great rental from your cost of doing business.
Don't mess with Texas. Hell says. Yeah, she's in El Paso.
I do love Texas, and I love the fact that everybody can have a gun there. And there are people like,
You need to quit talking about guns all the time.
but people are like, and I'm like, no, it's a good thing. I mean, you're not worried about being a victim. That's the beauty. So everybody just goes there. They're courteous to each other. They're kind. I just love that. And if you see a wild boar, you can just kill it. Because you can kill wild boar anyway, anyhow, anytime. I love it.
So Eva is asking how everything's going down here, vaccinations and stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't really follow the vaccinations because I think the government was very depressed with how many people really wanted the vaccines. We've had a lot of people that have natural immunity because they've had whatever it is. I'm not allowed to call it a disease because it's a bioweapon.
But even if it wasn't a bioweapon, it's not a disease. It's just a virus.
Yeah, but it's not even a virus.
Well, whatever.
What virus steals
that's
your taste buds? It's weird.
Yes,
Very
Daniela, you do need to come. Anyways, so as far as restrictions and everything, in public spaces, you still need to wear masks. Outside, some people do, some people don't, but inside you have to.
I'm kind of disappointed with how compliant Mexico is. It really is bothersome.
You don't need to show proof of vaccination for anything down here, but leaving, you have to show, well, you don't have to do any testing or anything to come into Mexico. Let's just leave it at that. Depending on where you live and who you are will determine whether or not you have to show proof of vaccination or a PCR test or a antigen test, whatever.
She means going home from Mexico.
Yeah, leaving,
into Mexico. You don't need any testing to get into Mexico.
I think I said that.
Yeah, but then you kind of left it where you were hanging, you know.
I was not hanging.
You were hanging. So PCR test, not cheap here.
No.
Well, I think if you get salud digna, it's like 100,000 pesos, right?
I think I want to say 960, but I'm not 100% sure.
So yeah, it is a very strange world that we live in where people are kind of, if you think you're gonna die, just put on a freaking mask. It'll protect you. So watched a very interesting episode of a show, Dr. So-and-so, and he was going on talking about how the two mask studies, it's only a 15 to 20% efficacy effectiveness for the mask use. 15 to 20%. He says it's not 80%, it's not 100%, it's 15 to 20. And he says no government should be mandating that anybody wears a mask unless they want to. For the flu, they actually tell you not to wear a mask because when you touch your face, that's how you get this. And they now know that the modality of COVID, it's not the same. So they're not too worried about touching your face, but who knows? Just don't wear your mask. All I know
is when I wear a mask, I get really sweaty and I'm always pulling on it. And Kathy, good morning. Marilyn, good morning.
Yeah. So yeah, please, if you feel like you need to wear your mask, wear your freaking mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, for God's sakes, stop wearing your mask.
Well, we have to though, right now.
No, you don't. You can try not wearing it. Last night I wore the mask. The problem is that you've got people that want to follow the rules, and you've got people that want to create the rules and mandate them and do all of this crap. I just want to be left alone. I want to be responsible to make my own decisions. And that is the problem. You got a world full
of, you were responsible.
Well, no, you've got a world full of people who wanted to be cops and can become cops, and now I'm a cop, and I'm going to make sure you're wearing your mask. I remember when we got off the plane from Houston, Eric was with me, and Eric was wearing the mask under his nose, and this couple, these ladies, one is like, she's pointing to the security lady and then pointing at Eric, and then pointing Eric, and the security guard's like, so he's got it under his nose. She's like, oh. So he had a Texas shirt on, and she's like, you were such a douchebag to him for this.
Like, it was very rude.
And he's like, so, like, what the hell, lady? Stop me. Oh, he kept calling her Karen after that. She just went nuts.
But she called him a douchebag because he had a Texas shirt on.
Well, she's Oregon or
Seattle. It doesn't matter where the hell you're from. That's just rude. And I mean, and that's the problem. People are so
stupid.
Mean. Yeah. No. Okay. And you are too.
They're mean and
but people are
They keep believing it's crap.
People are mean. Like they're rude and they're angry and they don't care. I mean, they don't.
My thing
It's
is,
very sad.
if this chick's afraid to die, she probably shouldn't be traveling to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, that's what the masks are. They think it's going to save them or save somebody. It's not going to. It's got a 15 to 20% efficacy rate. And people are acting like it's 100%. And that is the problem.
Yeah, they think the mask and the vaccines are going to keep them 100% safe, but it doesn't. So the only way you're going to be 100% safe is if you stay in your own little bubble and you
take
don't
your
go,
blanket and cover your head.
Yeah.
And don't breathe the same air as anybody.
Hostile. That's a good word. That's a very good word. People are hostile. And you never know how someone's going to react to you when you say something, or, you know, like, and I, you know, you can't see someone smiling with the mask on, so you don't know how people, it's just, I don't know, it's just not pleasant, and it's sad. It is very sad.
Yep. I really don't care anymore. I really don't. And Christie's always like, you have to listen, you have to comply. I'm like, you don't.
No, I don't say you have to listen, you have to comply. You just have to be sensitive to other people.
So what I should do is just get a black beady mask and just have it on my face.
Yeah.
No, they're still telling us we have to wear these freaking masks. So yeah, it's funny. People are just weird now. They are. They're just weird. And I do like Mexico because it is less hostile. If you're in with the tourists, generally you have to wear masks. When you're in with the Mexicans aren't wearing them, guys. They're not. If you cross the street and you're in the hood, there's no masks.
And right now, most of Mexico is in the green. So the cases have gone way down.
And it's funny that we're in the green, but they haven't done a damn thing about it. We still have to follow the same frickin' rules as previous. So, and this was our conversation last night, is there's been so many businesses created since this COVID thing.
And so many businesses destroyed.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of COVID.
Absolutely. But you've got your mask salesmen, you've got your testers now, and you've got all of this equipment that these people have bought, spending tens of thousands up to millions of dollars.
With thermometers and
it's like, do you think that anybody's going to stop this?
Dispensers for the gel.
And then they're firing people. Now, let me ask you a question here. You fire somebody, they're not making money. What do you think's going through their heads? You know, the friends that we were with last night, one of their child's friends killed himself because he hadn't been with a student in 6 months. He killed himself. His roommate never showed up, so he didn't have a roommate. He was 100% by himself. He was locked up for 60 days by himself. He ended up killing himself. And all of these politicians,
6 days is 2 months. So,
all of these politicians, all of these bureaucrats making these rules, that death belongs to them, 100%. And there will be a reckoning. There will be. It's either going to be the people who will rise up and reckon, but there's also an afterlife too.
And reckon?
They will reckon.
I reckon.
So eventually it is going to happen. And I think people will be surprised at how this all unfolds. So, if you've been paying attention, Virginia, that's interesting.
Oh gosh, here, family Forget. Karen says,
good to morning, see you. Pastor Freddie.
Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Lori. Larry, I just read that U.S. predicting house prices to spike and then fall. What are your thoughts about Mexico prices? Linda's saying hi. Larry said they worked the polls yesterday and some guy told me I should be wearing one. I told him I had COVID and both shots. I didn't tell him how worthless his paper mask was.
Yeah.
Hi, Colin. Hi, Sherry. So back to, what do you think Mexico's housing
our real estate prices are going to be very similar. I mean, we're guessing. Everybody guesses. But there are a million reasons why Mexico and our area of Mexico specifically are going to rise during that same time frame. 2026, that's even better prognosticating than we have been in our area. But I can see that because in our area, it's a place that people are leaving to. We have friends that are coming down permanently from Canada, friends that have come down permanently. They've sold everything in Canada. And we've got friends in the States that are doing the same damn thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are getting out of the countries, like both Canada and the United States. So
yeah, well, it's not perfect here, but it's better to afford to live than to not, because it's one thing to have the masks, but taxes are going to be skyrocketing in Canada and the US federally. You watch, it's going to happen because you can't pay people not to work and expect it just to be free. So any of these people that are getting free cash right now, they should be ashamed. They really should be, because there is something they can be doing to make money. Always. For me, my entire philosophy on life changed when they did the third ship terminal. So in Vallarta specifically, we have cruise ships if you have not been here. And there was room for only 2 cruise ships, and then the third cruise ship would wait up about out of the bay or they would wait in the bay until the person would leave and come in. So they made it so you can have 3 cruise ships. When they expanded that cruise ship, we're driving by Sam's one day, and there's a man with 1 arm. And this man with 1 arm was swinging, and he was busting the road up to grow it. And I was thinking, if he was in Canada and that guy had 1 arm, he would be on some disability thing, and he would be at home making a couple $100 a month, and he'd not be working. But in Mexico, he was working 1 arm, and he's on a construction crew. Another person, we were in Tequila, and there was this older dude in a wheelchair, and he is sweeping the street in his wheelchair. He'd go up a little bit, sweep, 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 up a little bit, sweep, sweep, sweep. And you know what he was? He was freaking productive. He was productive. He was getting paid. He was productive. And in Canada, it's like, oh, you've got 1 arm? Oh my God, you can't work anymore. It's so weird. It is so weird to pay people to not be productive. And somebody's paying for that. And it's usually a productive person that is paying for that. The people we were with last night, they were telling us their income tax is 53% in Canada. Now that is the income tax. We don't talk about the taxes and the taxes when they shop, and gas and property taxes and all that other garbage. If I would have known for a second that Mexico existed when I was in my early 20s, I'd have been here in a heartbeat. Because here you have so little government. You pay so little taxes. You have so little government. People are like, oh, but the roads. It's like, get a new suspension every single year. Pay a couple $100.
Yeah. Alrighty, I think we're done.
I don't know.
Did you finish covering that house prices thing?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing and the biggest problem in our area has been HGTV and Airbnb. And it has been a problem because our area has exploded. I mean, there are so many condos being built, and I think this season they're all going to sell. In the market report, which I haven't done yet, which I've finished yet, I have done it. But if you go to mex.me/reports, I have updated the links. I haven't updated the video yet. But I thought it was interesting in Flamingo's condominiums. 1 year ago, there was 140 months of inventory, or 130 or 140 months of inventory. That's 10 years. Now we're at, 16 months, just a little over a year. And that's in 1 year. We went from 10 years of inventory to a year and a half of inventory. So yeah, it is crazy what's going on in our market. We have all these people that are leaving the northern USA. Lots of Canadians coming down now. They're just sick and tired of what's going on in their country. And you're losing your producers. The people that are making the money, if one day they decide they're going to go somewhere else, like that book Ayn Rand wrote, I can't remember, the Atlas Shrugged, I believe was what it was called. When all the people left and they went and started another little country, they all moved. And it's funny, when that happens, then everybody's going to be whining. Our little socialist communist friends, when they have no money, it's going to be amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are constantly freezing.
Not normal.
That's interesting.
Oh, sorry. It's got to be because we're political today, or not, or it just could be the signal.
No, the signal in this building is not very good.
Let me see what I can find here. It doesn't tell me.
Oh, but those are messages that I haven't seen. Those are ones that are. Which feed is that one?
I don't know. No, it's her. Stupid Rose John. No, we saw that.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. I see here we have gone for well over 30 minutes.
I don't think we saw all those messages, babe.
Yeah, we did. So if we didn't address your issues or your issues,
Your issues.
your comments, your issues, they're my issues. We apologize.
Right.
Also, anything that you guys want us to chat about, please let us know.
Okay.
It is going to get crazy here. Real estate is going to
Yeah.
be crazy, and we may not even have time to do this much longer, just because it's getting crazy.
We'll always find time, but we might not be able to do that.
It might not be at the same time, but we will find time.
All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. I'll
Adios.
let you know what we did tonight.